If you constantly complain about your life, about what happened to you in the past, about how everything is so unfair and the universe or God hate you, you're just being the victim. And it's on you because you're the one choosing to be the victim. I've been there, I have been the victim, and I have been the one that kept being the victim besides everything already being in the past. So I'm here to tell you how to get rid of the victim mindset because it's a bigger deal than what people think. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Welcome to a new video. My name is Shanti and I'm here to give you the best advices you could possibly hear in your life, okay? I'm kidding, but they're really good advices. So victim mindset, it's basically when you're stuck in the past in traumatic events, whether they were big events or small events. If you're still stuck there and if you're still replaying that in your mind or being like, oh, it's so unfair that this happened to me and it hurt me, and you're still there and you still feel like that thing happened yesterday, not 10 years ago or 2 years ago, then you're being the victim. The reason why we as humans go through problematic events, traumatic events, is for us to learn. Your brain does not distinguish reality from what's going on in your imagination, in your mind, It's all together. If you keep reliving that in your mind, your body is going to feel like you're still living that. You're literally in that moment, and then you're going to feel the consequences. You can even maybe something happened to you many years ago and you can still feel like the physical consequences of it, like the fear when you are in a certain situation, like you can feel your heart beating faster or you can feel your stomach aching because it's like you go in survival mode because you're still stuck there. Nothing is real. We live in something that you can call like a video game or a matrix or the simulation or whatever. Nothing is completely real. Everything comes from imagination. Everything is just a thought that then gets manifested into reality. But nothing is, in a certain way and it can't be changed. Everything is fake, okay? Nothing is that deep. And I'm telling you guys, everyone has their own specific experience in life and opinions and all of that. You could put two people that went through the same trauma, maybe like a plane crash, okay? Same trauma, but they had different experiences. One is going to be stuck there and having to go to therapy because they can't get over that. It was so traumatic. Now they can't go on planes. Awful experience. After 20 years, they're still scared of planes. And then the other person that went through the same thing, yes, had a little bit of fear, but then went on a plane, faced the fear, understood, oh, not all plane crashes. Maybe I can keep traveling and not having to literally having to stay at home and still shake in fears every time I think about a plane. So it's very subjective. Remember that you don't have to be like other people, whether they are better or worse. What you need to go for is being the best version of you. Is the best version of you the one scared and the one traumatized and the one still stuck in the past, or the version of you that actually learned something and now is becoming better? Reality starts from you, starts from your thoughts and your opinions. If you keep thinking that you are the victim, then you are the victim. And it's even possible that since you are the victim and you're reliving the same thing over and over again, but you're not learning the lesson, you're actually going to attract more of that type of experiences in your life or that type of people in your life because you didn't learn the lesson. So you know what the universe is doing is sending you something similar because you didn't learn. Maybe this time, the second time you're going to learn, but then you don't learn, you suffer, you're still the victim, and the universe is going to send you another experience or person for the third time, hoping that this time you're going to learn, but then you don't learn. And it's going to repeat over and over again. It becomes more painful because you did not learn. And sometimes things are really hard to overcome. But the harder the thing, the bigger is the lesson and the biggest is the glow up that you can go through. And you don't have to do this alone. If you believe in God, if you believe in deities, if you believe in even just the universe, just know that you're not alone. Ask for help to people that you know or your therapist, you don't have to be alone. But the reality that you are experiencing is the one that you create, is the one that you are, living, is the one that you think about. So be aware of it. Don't be living a passive life. Be more aware of everything that you're doing and everything that you are manifesting, whether it's positive or negative. Stop blaming people. You can't control other people, and by blaming them, what you're doing is just saying, I was the victim, I had no control over my life, and now I am just suffering, and I'm gonna keep suffering because other people did things to me that I can't, change. Parents, for example, they will traumatize you. Even if it's a small trauma, okay? Maybe your mom one day told you, stop crying, stop being such a baby, you're not gonna get that toy. That traumatized you so much. Remember that they are humans too, and sometimes they even have traumas that they did not overcome. So you cannot blame them for being humans. It's impossible for you to be a human with no traumas. That's the whole point of you being here. Going through traumas and learning from them. That's literally the purpose of your soul here, to learn. You cannot blame other people for something that happened so long ago, because it's not gonna help you. It's okay to want justice, but it's not gonna help you. You should leave justice to the hands of the universe, or in the hands of God, if you believe in God. You cannot be the one controlling things, because you can't. You can control other people, you can't control the past. Focus on yourself. That's what you can control. So stop blaming, because as I said, it's not going to help you. It's going to make your case worse. You're going to feel literally miserable. Being a victim is comfortable because you're used to that, because it's something that you know, because it's easy, because you give your power away. Oh, I can't find a job because this horrible thing happened to me. You're just being a victim. You're giving your power away to your past, to the people that hurt you, to the situation that happened to you. You're giving your power away. So what you're doing is just saying to the universe, look, I'm just an NPC, and I'm just like living a life that is not even worth living. This is what you're saying to the universe. You're not even in control. What are you even doing? Like, what's the purpose of you being a victim? There's no reason for you to be a victim except the one of you wanting to be stuck and wanting to be powerless. No one wants to be powerless. So you have power. As a human being, you have power. Why are you giving it away to people that don't even remember you, or situations that are literally just situations? The best revenge is the one of you being the best version of you. People are not gonna apologize. They're not going to suffer just because they see you being sad and miserable. Also, when you are the victim, trauma kind of controls you. You're not making the decisions anymore. It's your trauma, and nobody wants that. This is why, you have shadow work is basically you healing this trauma, the shadow side of you. And I always think of it as literally yourself, but in a shadow and darker way. And what you're doing when you are being the victim is that you give your power, your control to that version of you, that shadow version of you, that it's a sad or an angry or depressed, I don't know, it's just not a happy version of you. Why would you ever give control to the version of you and not you being in control and maybe choosing happiness over that? The reason why that shadow self of you, that shadow version of you, that traumatized version of you, it's in control, is because you're not acknowledging it. You're not looking at what really inside that shadow. All you're seeing is like black cloud. You can choose to have a better and peaceful life. You just need to be the one choosing it. Don't let your shadow self choosing it. So do shadow work. Try to understand as much as you can and try to learn from it. That's the whole point of shadow work. You accept it, that what happened to you, you move on, and you learn the lesson. And try not to repeat that because you learned it. Start making decisions in your life for your highest good. Stop complaining. Stop being lazy, basically. I know that it's easy to be lazy, but being lazy is going to take you nowhere. Just know that even if you don't want to do something and you know that that thing is good for you, why are you trying to procrastinate it? You want to make money, but you keep saying, oh, I can't do that because I am, scared of this, because I have this thing going on, because this thing happened to me. Stop making excuses. The only excuse right now is you being a victim. You just being like, oh, I don't want to do it because I am in pain. Yes, you're in pain, but you're never going to overcome it if you're still stuck there. If you really hate the way that your life is, why are you stuck there? Why are you being lazy? I know, guys, maybe this might seem harsh, okay? But I went through that. I went through that and I was being lazy. Like, I wanted to be rich by doing something that I wanted. And I kept procrastinating, making these videos, starting my business. I kept procrastinating. If I started before right now, I would be even richer than I am. Stop being lazy. Stop being the victim. Being the victim is you being lazy, you being stuck in the past. How can you live in the present if you're stuck in the past and thinking about how the future is going to be, but not acting and trying to make it better? You're just stuck in the version of you that should already be, gone. If you have no idea where you can start from gratitude. This is the most easy and useful thing you can do. Gratitude is going to help you so much. And you don't even have to be grateful for big things. Literally just, you're drinking water. Oh, I'm grateful for this water. You are sleeping in your bed. Oh, I'm so grateful for this bed. But say it out loud or write it down. You just need to say it over and over again for small things. Like, I'm grateful for my phone because I can scroll on TikTok. Start from small things. I wear glasses, right? So I never appreciated them that much. And when I started doing gratitude, I remember one time I was putting my glasses on after, like spending some time without them. And I was like, wow, like I'm really grateful for my glasses. Like I wouldn't be able to see without them. And I never experienced that. It might seem stupid, but guys, it's going to help you see the positive in life. And it's going to help you see that you have things right now that are good. And life is not that dark. Focus on the present and start from gratitude. Start from things that you like. You know that you like spending time with your dog, then start doing that. Spend time with your dog. Don't distract yourself and neglect your thoughts and your feelings, but do things that you like to remind your brain that not everything is that negative. There are good things in life, and you have them right now in your life, and you can have more if you focus more on them. You're alone, so don't start thinking, oh, I have to wait till my friend, asks me out so that I can go outside. Or stop thinking about, oh, like my mom is going to tell me what to do with my life and what to study. My dad is going to find me a job. Like, don't think that people actually are so focused on you that they will come to you and be like, oh, let me rescue you because I have nothing better to do with my life and I'm completely selfless and all I want to do is save people that love to be victims. Don't think about that. Even acknowledging the fact that you are the reason why you're still a victim is you giving yourself power because you are aware. Now, of course, bad things happen to you, traumatic things happen to you, and you can be a victim. But after a while, you need to understand that being a victim is not going to give you a better life. And no one will save you. Like, sometimes you see even in movies, people, like for example, people go through awful experiences and then they seek revenge. They achieve the revenge, but then they feel like, oh, that was it. That was it. Like, I still feel empty. And what happened to me still happened. They did not achieve anything by getting revenge. They still don't feel like, it's not like getting revenge automatically is going to make you feel like the best and now you are so free and you can be the best version of you. No, because that's nothing compared to all of the inner work you have to do. So start from there. It's all about you. You are alone in this journey because you were the victim. No one else. Also, maybe your sibling went through the same thing. They cannot fix your problems because they have their own problems going on. And then the way that you experience that same trauma, it's different from them because they are a different person, have a different mind, different feelings. Don't expect people to rescue you. Give yourself credit. You have the power to heal. Seek help from people that can actually help you. Go to therapy. That's extremely helpful. You shouldn't wait for your friend to tell you, like, do you want to tell me what's wrong? Because maybe they won't even notice because they have so much going on in their own life. Remember, people are selfish. Maybe they won't ask you that. But if they're good friends, they will listen to you. So ask them for help. And if you don't want to talk to people, grab a journal and start writing. Start from there. You should be the person that rescue you. You have the power to do that. Stop thinking that you're powerless. Stop thinking that you're not strong enough, because you are. Because if you're here and you survived and you're watching this video, that means that you are strong enough. Okay, you're strong enough and you can do it. And I believe in you. I believe that you can do it because you already proven that you are strong. Maybe like literally write down on a piece of paper all the things that you overcame. That's all you overcame. That's not nothing. And that's literally just proof that you can do it. Stop being a victim and start being your true self, because you can be such a beautiful and amazing version of yourself. Why are you limiting yourself? Why are you deciding to be the smallest version of you? Well, you can be so much more. So I really hope that this video motivated you to start working on yourself, because I want you to be happy. I hope that this was helpful, guys, and I really wish you the best. Remember that you are not a victim. You're so much more than that. Don't think that that's all you are. Don't let negative experiences define who you are. So I wish you the best and see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.